Oh, finally, okay. We're with defending Brooks champion Tyler Smith and Simplot champion again. Ready to return, and
I don't know if we can say ready, but yeah, I'm here, so that's a start, I guess, for sure.
Well, you know, the one nice thing is that this Brooks meet is a special meet, right?
It is, honestly, it is. It's definitely a special meet, you know. They take the best here, that's for sure. The best high school kids around, like, they're all here, so it's not like it's cutting it short anywhere, that's for sure. And they give you all the sweet stuff, just like last year, you know. It's the same stuff, but it's still, it's a big meet. You can't say that it's not, so.
And of course they treat you well in terms of you went out for the duck boats today. How was that?
For sure, yeah, I went on the duck boats again. Like last year was a little bit more fun, honestly, because you know it was the first time I went. You know, first time I saw Seattle. Oh, this is great, you know. But it was still good. I had some fun, you know. Sat with some old friends and you know caught up. You know, there's these friends here that I'm probably gonna keep forever that you met. I really enjoy it. It's a good meet.
And now you're heading on to college, and you know, what are your goals?
Yeah, so actually I was just stretching and I threw on my Victoria shirt, but I'll be heading up to Victoria for Canadian school, staying in Canada, and my goals are really just to be competing on that Canadian team. That's the goal of the university as well. Like the coaches there are the Canadian coaches for the Canadian teams and for the Olympic teams, and with that, you know, they're always pushing the greater goal on things. It's not like, you know, I have to win CIS, which is the Canadian League. That's not the push for it. It's to compete at a high Canadian, as a high Canadian athlete at Canadian Games or at World Games as wearing a Canadian jersey. So I guess that's the plan, and I really like to do that. You know, put on that Canadian jersey and represent my country. So.
Sounds good, but of course you're not just going there to be an athlete, that you're serious about academics too. And,
oh, yeah, for sure. Like I'm going into education. I want to be a teacher. So another big reason I like to stay in Canada, because then I can teach in Canada. But yeah, I hope to give back, I guess, and you know, I've had a lot of teachers, and you know, my first coach was a teacher, and he loved it. And then the person that got me into track and field like changed my life, and he was a teacher as well. And like I never really met my dad, so having these men, like these male role models, these teachers, they changed my life. Like I don't know where I'd be without these people, and I would just hope that, you know, one day a kid comes along that is like me, that, you know, told that. I was told I was going to be a bus driver when I was in grade 2. I had to redo grade 2, so I was told that I wasn't going anywhere, and that, you know, not everybody was a doctor. And that just, after that, you know, I met a good teacher, and it changed my life. And I was at a Catholic school, and just being around that environment, those great people, I feel like that's what I have to do, and that's been my dream since I was a little kid. And just knowing that, you know, I signed with the university and I got accepted to a university with like high standings was just amazing, and I could have it all. I could have it paid for, you know. My dreams kind of coming true, and you know, new dreams are coming on top, right? Like I never dreamed of, you know, I wasn't 7 years old dreaming of going to the Olympics or anything like that. Like it's just been as of lately that, you know, wow, maybe I could go to the Olympics and be like that 1% of, you know, the world that actually gets to see what it's all about. And you know, I think I'm taking the steps to be there, and I can't lie that I don't want to be there. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go, because, you know, why not? I'm gonna try. Like I can't say that I don't want to go or that I'm not gonna go, because if I say I am, then I have to do it.
Well, it's crucial to dream. You know, if you don't
exactly.
have dreams,
so
what is there?
You know, shoot for the moon. You end up in the stars somewhere. So.
No, I think it's a good lesson for, you know, the young kids out there who.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, that's the people that I would like to influence. You know, I've got Sacred Heart back at home. That's my Catholic school, and they were the best influence for me, and they still are. I go back there, you know, once every 2 weeks whenever I'm actually in Canada and not racing. I'm there. I'm just, you know, saying hi to kids. I do motivational speaking to them. You know, I just talk to them about life and like how just trying at like everything can really just help you along and just make you such a great person. Like if it's, you know, it doesn't have to be track. Like not everybody knows that not everyone's gonna go to the Olympics for track and field. Like even if some people try their hardest, it's not gonna happen. So there's stuff in life that, you know, you get a gift, right? And you get, like, I see it, I don't know if, like, some viewers might not be, you know, Christian as I am, but God gives you a gift, and you just gotta find that, you gotta take that, and you just gotta make sure you're taking that extra step, you know, and doing what people aren't. And if you're doing what people aren't, then, you know, I was just upstairs stretching and rolling on a ball while everybody else is chilling playing video games. Like, I like to think that that's my edge, you know, you do the little things that people don't do, and, you know, if you do that in your faith, if you do that in your life, if you do that for other people, like, there's no stopping you. Honestly, there's nothing that's going to stop you in life, because no matter what you go through, you're going to continue to do the little things, and if you continue to do the little things, you're always going to end up doing something good. So, even if it's just a little bit.
You know, that's well parable of the talents anyway, right? But
yeah.
You know, I know you're not coming in at full strength, but you'll give it your go, and
yeah, you know, I still feel confident, even though. And I think you got to be a little bit. I can't be going in there thinking that I'm going to lose, because, you know, if you go in thinking that you're going to lose, then you might as well just lose. So I'm going to go in there thinking that I'm going to win it, and hopefully that's what happens.
But it's just one step along the way.
Exactly.
And,
so if I don't, you know, I'm going to take that and look at that and say, you know, well, that's something I'll deal with when I lose, I guess. So. As bad as that sounds, like I don't want that to sound bad, but you know, like you aim for the stars, and then when you don't get there, you stop and look around where you are and see what's next, I guess.
And what have you learned?
Yeah, exactly, and you're going to keep learning, and I like to think that I've developed a lot as an athlete in comparison to some of these guys, and I think that's going to be my knack against them. Even if I am injured, I think that, you know, just being a well-rounded athlete that's been here and been at higher level races and been with way faster guys than just 147. Like I've raced against guys that ran 141, like ridiculous. And you know, I think I just got to take all that in and just say, like, you know, I've been laying right beside a guy that's going to run 141, and I knew it. And it's like, what do I even do? So, you know, I took that, I lost that race, obviously. So I lost that race, and I went from that, and I learned, you know, it's okay to lose a race, and, you know, this is what I want to do, and you get more confident that way. You know, I've raced against some of the world's best, and you just keep growing, I guess, for sure.
And the nice thing is, it's not just track, you're a good person.
Thanks.
So, thanks. Thank you for your time, and
awesome. Thanks,
we'll look to the future.